Welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. I'm going to say like holiday edition. Hi, Mandy.
Yeah. Hello, Teddy, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
We're in a full festive week here.
Holidays.
Happy holidays. Oh, it's stuck in my head now. I love holiday music. I just love this time of year. We're in the full swing of it. Full swing of the holidays right now. How are we doing?
We're good. I have had, I don't know. I really went into this holiday season hoping to like have a lot of my planning and shopping and wrapping and all that stuff done, and I don't. I know myself better than to like know that I do, and I don't. But it's good. I haven't done a whole lot. Like we finally got our Christmas tree decorated.
Perfect.
We've had it up for a couple of weeks and like just hadn't put the decorations on it. So we finally did that on Sunday, I think maybe. So that was fun. It was either Saturday or Sunday. But we did that, and we also went to some Christmas markets over this past weekend, which was fun.
Yep.
We got up on like Saturday morning and had breakfast, had like a slow morning, had breakfast. And then I said to my husband, I was like, I want to go to some like Christmas markets. Like I have a list of them that I'd like to stop by, and we went to 4 Christmas markets. Now, they were all lackluster.
Okay.
They were all disappointing. And I think it's just because like I've watched a lot of stuff on YouTube about like big Christmas markets and the food and this like the stuff that they sell, and it's all very holiday-ish. And all of the ones that I went to, all but one of them, so 3 of the 4 were basically just like, they felt like art fairs where like people just set up their tents and sell their stuff. And which is fine, but it was like, it felt like farmer's market / like art fair combos.
It didn't feel like a festive holiday, like specific event necessarily. Okay.
No. And so it was just like, here's my booth with like my stickers and
just like come present
my
shop.
Candles and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So it wasn't like, nothing felt like holiday-ish. So 3 out of 4 of them were fine. I did get a couple little like mini perfumes and just whatever. I had fun at them regardless.
Yeah.
But the 4th one we went to was more fun. It was really small, but it was like more themed.
Okay.
And that one was cute too. But also none of the stuff was like necessarily Christmas themed. Like they had like a leather goods, which was kind of cool. But then they had like a tea shop, and then they had more perfume, and then they had like, I don't know, just like random stuff. So it was fun. But we went to some Christmas markets, which was fun. We did that on Saturday.
So great.
Yeah. How's the start of your season?
Good. It was
Start,
good.
Middle, I guess.
I haven't done any like Christmas markets like that, and I know what you mean. I just feel like it's so fun, and I know the ones in Europe. Like I think that's like a bucket list of mine eventually in my life.
1,000%.
Right. I'm thinking like Sweden. I'm pretty sure there's like everywhere, right? Germany has some, and they look incredible. I think I went to one in Philadelphia a few years ago, and that was like the closest experience I've had to them, and it was really fun. So I haven't done that this year, but I have, as of today, actually. My daughter was in preschool today, and I spent the entire day running around in my car, took the dogs to the vet, and then dropped them off at home, drove 45 minutes to a mall I never go to because my daughter wanted a Peppa Pig toy. And so I had to go to this Peppa Pig, like, World of Play place, which is literally just a kid's emporium of Peppa Pig to get her a toy, right? And so I was venturing all over the place, and I finally got all my wrapping supplies today and teacher presents ready. So I feel like I'm there. I have not wrapped a single present, and I feel like I wanted to. There's so many days where I'm like, oh, I should wrap presents, but like I want it to be the right time because I want it to be like festive, and I want to have a hot chocolate while I do it and like have a movie on.
You want to like romanticize it. Yeah,
exactly. Like I want it to be fun, and I just haven't had that moment yet. And I feel like I don't know when it's going to happen because I'm like, oh, my daughter, like, what if she wakes up when I'm in the middle of doing it? So I'm trying to be really sneaky with everything and like hide all the bags, hide all the paper. So I still need to do that. We've got like a week a week left until I need it to be done. So I'll find time.
I only have a couple of gifts to wrap. I literally only have a couple. So it's not like I'm,
I forgot that like my daughter's in school. She has 4 teachers. And I was like,
yeah. I was just going to say, you saying like teacher presents, like I think that means I'm not ready to be a parent. Like I haven't got my husband anything, let alone a child's teacher.
Listen, I only remembered to do this because I was dropping off my daughter on Monday and people were handing them presents. And I was like, oh, dang it. I need to get them a present. And so I was like, I'm terrible. And so the past couple of days I've been like trying to scramble something together.
So what'd you end up doing?
So I actually made some stuff for the teachers. I just like sewed some stuff together.
Cute.
And I just went out and bought them all like chocolates today and like some of their favorite snacks and treats. So I'll put all that in a bag. Luckily I got to save some money because I didn't have to go buy a bunch of stuff.
Perfect.
I'll put them in bags, bring them by the end of this week. And I don't know. I just forgot that was like a thing. So I'm glad that I finally got them checked off, got my parents done, and then I get to wrap. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just exhausted from it all because I feel like I got such a jump start on getting the presents ready. Like I want it to be special for people, right? And so I've been doing it for a couple weeks now. And it's tiring. I'm like, I'm kind of ready for this to be over now. I think I'm over it.
It's like the extra brain power that goes into it. That's a lot.
100%. And then like I had to pull everything out this week and be like, what did I get? Like, am I done? Am I done or am I not done? I don't even remember what I've gotten versus not gotten. So it's just been a whole thing. But otherwise, we're ready. I'm feeling excited for kind of the holidays to hit and just enjoy them now,
Yeah.
The prep
we went to our first Christmas party. We went to my husband's Christmas party last Friday.
Did you? How was it?
So average.
Okay.
I forgot about it until about a couple hours before. Totally had forgotten that it was happening. Okay. And so we had some good food. I had a couple of drinks and we visited with people for like, we ate. There was like the little like thank you speech, the little like event thing, whatever. It wasn't like an event. It was like a 10-minute, like the owner talked and whatever. And then we had like just eaten before that. And so then we had like one more drink after that. And then my husband was like, do you know what an Irish exit is? And I said, yeah, when you just leave. And he said, take a left. And we just left. So we got out of there pretty quick. I mean, it was like we were there for less than 2 hours. And I will say, he said that after we left, there were like some people there. There were some like coworkers there who were like, had a couple extra drinks. Like they had a couple extra. And he said, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good thing we left when we did because things got a little wild after that. So
interesting.
It was good. Okay. We had food. We had good food, a couple drinks, and then went home.
That's perfect.
We were home before 10 o'clock.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I too had my first like holiday party of the year, but it was a family holiday party. And I love Irish goodbyes, Irish exits. That is what, even for family events like Thanksgiving, that is what I do. And I will tell my mom and dad, I'm like, I'm gonna leave, but I'm not saying bye. I just don't like forced hugs and like forced goodbyes. I just, even with family, I'm like, they'll understand. They won't remember. And if they do, I'll admit to them. If they say you didn't say bye, I'll say absolutely not. I don't like goodbyes.
I think my mom would murder me if I did that.
See, I
think
whisper
my mom would
to my mother.
Murder me. And the hard part is that like when I go to these big family things, like with my family, it's like there's like 40 people there. So I have to hug 40 people.
No. Nope.
It's bananas. It's
I would have been
so many people.
So fast out of there. This one was like probably 20 to 30 people. And I just don't do it. I walk out the door and I tell my husband, I take the keys and I go sit in the car and I wait. And I just pretend like I left something in the car and I just leave. And I have no shame in it. I don't like hugs. I don't like goodbyes. I don't like it.
No, I know. I'm the same
I hug
way.
you when I say hi, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyways, the party's fun. It's one of my favorites every year. And they have some fun games that we play like every
Okay.
year at this specific party. And I always look forward to it. And it's so like minuscule, but it's so fun. And we do this white elephant where everyone buys a gift card, same amount of money. Everyone brings a gift card. No one knows where they're from. You wrap them up, put them in bags, whatever. And we all pick numbers out of a hat. And I think there was like 20 some people in it today. And when it's your number, you can either like pick a new bag or steal someone's gift card.
Yeah.
And it can be stolen like 3 times. And it's fun to watch people, like what people steal and what people like and what people don't like. And so my husband was the last one to pick this year, and he ended up fighting with a few people, and he got all of his stuff stolen, picked the last bag, Chipotle gift card, his favorite restaurant.
Oh, I
so
love
he
that for
like
him.
he walked out of there so happy, right? And I'm like, I don't want a food place. Like for me, I'm not going. There was a Jimmy John's, there was Chipotle, there was Starbucks. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I need somewhere I can shop. And so I go for Amazon or like the Visa gift cards that I can use anywhere. I'm like, that's what I want. And my dad and this other dad were getting into it because they kept stealing each other's Visa gift cards back and forth. And so my dad was getting all mad. And it was my cousin's boyfriend's dad. So like not a relative. And it was their first time meeting. So it was kind of funny watching them get in each other's hair about it. But I walked out of there with Amazon. My husband got Chipotle. It was great.
That's good. Is it like a good amount?
No, it's like $25. So I mean, like
$25 is $25.
$25. And that's why I'm going Amazon.
I will say $25 will get you more on Amazon than it will at Chipotle.
Exactly. I'm like, and no shipping, and it'll come quick. So I was like, I'm going Amazon because the Visa gift cards are great if you're shopping in person, but if you're shopping online, you can't stack them. They have to cover the whole purchase, including shipping. So Visa gift cards are like not it for me. Okay. I have so many of them sitting in my cabinet and we never use them because we forget about them, and you can't use them online easily. Right. So forget it. I went Amazon and I was thrilled about it. Or Target. Like I usually would go Target too. So anyways, that was our fun little holiday party. Oh, the second game. Have you heard of this one? It's like a saran wrap ball where you like take a bunch of prizes and cover them in saran wrap. And then you wear oven mitts and someone rolls dice beside you. And then as soon as they get doubles, your turn's over. And so you try to like tear it apart as fast as you can, and whatever drops is your prize. Okay. And
I've
it's
seen
really
some
funny.
people do, I've seen the like saran wrap presents wrapped in different layers of saran wrap, but I didn't really understand the like roll the dice, oven mitt. Like I didn't know the like game part of it, you know?
It makes it really hard to like grab, especially if the person like smushes it all down. And so there were chocolates in there. There were like lottery tickets, a couple dollar bills, and just a lot of like little bits and bobs. And I didn't get anything. My dad was next to me and he kept rolling doubles immediately. And I was like, can you chill out? I was like, can you like
give me
one for a second? I'm like, Dad, you're supposed to be on my side. So I didn't win anything, but that's okay. It's just really fun because people get really competitive. And I like watching the edge come out. So that was a fun little holiday party. But aside from that, let me tell you something. This isn't holiday related, but it is winter related.
Okay.
I have some beef. I have some big beef right now.
With who?
With what? So listen, it's mid-December, right? And we've talked about this. We've already had snow days. It's been cold and snowy. My car has gotten stuck in my driveway 3 or 4 times in the past week.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean stuck. Like I cannot get out of the driveway or I can't get into my garage. And I have to walk in because it's just that like slushy, thick, icy snow. So once you're stuck in it, your wheels just spin out. So a couple days ago, I got stuck on my way to pick up my daughter from preschool. And I called my husband and he was inside. I said, I'm stuck. And so he came outside. He put on boots and he physically put those glutes in action, and I floored the engine in reverse out of the driveway, and he physically shoved the car out of the driveway. That was one time. And then the rest, he was like jigging it from the inside to get it in and out. And I don't know how this man did it. So anyways, it was yesterday to swim class. I was like, we're not getting stuck on the way to swim class. We're running late. And so I opened the garage and I look at my daughter and I said, Mama's going to floor it out of the driveway. Hold on. You buckled? I was like, hold on tight because we're flooring it out of here. And I floored it, not realizing it was trash day. And I bulldozed through my trash can, my recycle bin, everything. And I looked at my daughter and I said, I hope the neighbors weren't outside. This is your dad's problem. We're leaving. And I drove away.
This is your dad's problem.
Called my husband and I said, I just ran through the trash can. You got to go figure it out.
First of all, why are your trash cans in the middle of your driveway?
Because it's so snowy. There's like snowbanks everywhere. And so they're like, I can't go the one direction. They could. I don't know why my husband did this. I don't think he'll do it again.
I mean, that's on him then. Then that is his. Then that is
his truck's
his
in the way. And then he put it too close in my path. And mind you, they missed our house last week for garbage day. So we had a lot of trash. And I just plowed those things over. Like snowplow, full speed, straight through them. My car didn't beep, didn't warn me, didn't tell me anything that those were there.
You were going too fast for it to even beep.
You know what? And I swear, I told him, I was like, I can't floor it out of the driveway because people walk around here. It's an active town. I can't just floor it in reverse. I did, and that's what happens. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a long winter.
That's going to be a long winter. Do you have good tires on it?
Apparently, my car is 4-wheel drive. I don't believe it for a second. This car cannot drive in the snow, and the tires just spin, spin, spin. So I will not drive in the snow because I can't even make it going 25 miles per hour without sliding. It's awful. And so it's going to be a long, long season. But yeah,
you need to look. I know you're in your money saving era, but like you need to look into snow tires.
I know, but I'm like, I don't really go that far. I almost did like slip down the hill after picking up my daughter the other day too, because it snowed hard in the time that I was waiting to pick her up and when we drove away, and her preschool's on a hill. And so I was like, I might have a hard time getting out of here. And all these other parents and dads are going to laugh at me, like spinning out in the middle of the road trying to leave preschool. So I don't know. It's been one heck of a winter, and it's December. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. So I might just like come live with you.
Listen, that's A-okay.
If I get sick of it. So car drama, I'm over it. I'm over it.
It'll be okay. You're more than welcome to come stay with me.
Thank you. It's better than like moving to Florida for 3 months. I mean, winter's into like May here. This is going to be a long one.
It is.
I can already tell.
It's going to be a long one for you. It's going to be a long one for you. Speaking of like cars and road and drama, there was a pothole in front of my house.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was a pothole in front of my house, and it was driving me wild. Like it was, listen, cars kept hitting it. It was loud. It was just annoying, this pothole, right?
It was big?
And every time it kept getting bigger because people kept hitting it. It started out small, and then it just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And like cars would drive by with like trailers in the back, and boom!
Yeah, that's like, loud.
I mean, it was loud, and people kept hitting it. It was really loud. So anyway, I submitted a form on the interwebs yesterday.
I'm proud of you.
I had to like look up who owns the road, because it's like, you know, is it the city? Is it the county? Is it the state? Is it the blah, 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 who knows? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I had to look it all up. I figured out who owned it. I submitted a request, and it said, you know, like, we try to get this stuff done within 30 days. They pulled up to my house today within 12 hours of me submitting that form and filled in that pothole. I said, I'm a grown woman now.
I'm so proud of you. That is adult stuff right there.
It is.
You submitted a request on some website for your
some
town.
.gov. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And they responded that fast. You should write them a review or like do something.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed.
I'm impressed for you.
I will say they got their little like shovels out and scooped, you know, they just filled the pothole and they didn't like repave it or anything. They just scooped shovels of asphalt and whatever.
Like the tar or whatever.
Yeah. They just scooped it into the hole. And then they drove over it when they were leaving and just made it a hole again. They like put the tar in, but didn't like stomp it down. And so then their car, as they drove away, their truck, big old wheel well in
squished it.
I'm like, what?
So
At
now
least it's better than it was. It's better than it was. It wasn't. It's better than it was. So
okay, I was gonna say that's kind of rough. You should write them another form.
I know. That's what I'm like. If it gets bad again, I'll just send them another form.
Might as well, right?
Might as well.
I'm honestly
I know they
proud of you.
respond to them. Yeah, me too.
Listen, I was putting dry shampoo in my hair 2 days ago, and I don't know, I've been using the same dry shampoo for years, and out of the blue it exploded everywhere. Like it sounded like whipped cream. You know when you don't fully shake a bottle of whipped cream and it kind of goes
yeah,
and then it explodes. I mean, I'm talking dry shampoo, like wet, like the liquid of it all over myself, my bathroom, everywhere. And my husband came running in and he said, write them a letter. Write customer service a letter, get a free lifetime supply. So I need
lifetime supply.
I was like, maybe a coupon.
A 20% off coupon. Yeah.
And be like, go back to your provider or your grocery store and spend the $10 on it. And here's 10% off. But I'm like, maybe they will. Maybe they'll send me a free bottle. And I'll be like, I'm a loyal customer.
They might send you a free bottle.
What can you do?
I don't think they'll send you a lifetime supply, but I think they potentially might send you a free bottle.
And be like, you want me to go buy another can? That thing was almost full. In this economy, you want me to go buy a whole brand new spritzer of that? No way. So it got all over the place. And that stuff did not come out of my clothes very easily. So it was wild. It actually got all over my daughter's like potty training potty. And she said, Mom, you need to clean that up now. And I was like, oh, right, sass, I will. Thanks.
Now.
So she was very mad it got on the bluey potty. So that happened. But I'm proud of you for writing your form. And now that reminded me, I need to write Batiste. I need to write Batiste a little letter.
Dry shampoo. Yeah.
And I might look and see if I can find like the item number to be like, this is the batch it came from. You should check them all. Just because maybe there was a defect in your like lid putter on.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I did a duty for the greater good. Like I'm keeping someone from popping a tire because that sucker, that pothole was going to pop some tires.
Those can bust up a car. Those can bust a car
I sent you pictures. I sent you 2 pictures. But like those potholes can like do some damage.
They can.
I feel like I did my community justice.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big pothole. Potholes scare me. When it gets to like pothole season, like in the early spring, it's kind of scary to drive if you're not paying attention. Like you can really ruin some of your pieces of your car.
The second picture I sent you is the pothole filled in, but then with the tire mark right through it.
Yeah, they really just drove right through it. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it is like right where you're supposed to drive, but like, wouldn't you want to avoid that and go around it a little bit? It is better than it was, but
it's better than it was. So I'll take it as a win. And if it gets bad again, I'll submit another form.
Hard hats and all.
I know. They pulled up today while I was streaming and I said, I did that. So proud.
You did the community such a big favor. I'm honestly so proud of you.
Thanks.
So proud of you.
Thanks.
All right. Well, Teddy, I've been dying to talk to you about this. So I feel like we need to kind of jump into something very important here.
Okay.
I first want to ask, are you so proud of me? I think this is the fastest I've ever read a book.
I'm very proud of you. Before we get into this, I do want to say, for anyone listening, we are going to do a book review for Better Not Pout by Maren Moore, which we have been talking about for like, I think the past 2 weeks. So we're going to do a book. We're going to like chat about this. We're going to do our little like book club convo right now. Just a quick heads up though, if you have children listening, this was not a family friendly book. It was a very spicy book. We obviously aren't going to get like too into the details here, but just a quick heads up, we are going to be talking about a spicy book in case you want to fast forward through this section of the podcast. So there was a little quick disclaimer there.
Content warning. Spicy book conversation coming.
We're not going to be cursing. We're not going to be vulgar.
We're not reading the book to you, but just so you know, warning, if you don't want to hear it or if you have little ones or whoever you don't want hearing, fast forward. Yeah. Now's your chance. So let's get into it.
Okay. But yeah, all that to say, I'm very proud of you for you read this book quick. And I read this book I read this book in like 2 days, but I feel like that's kind of, I read books
That's normal
quick.
For you.
You are usually like a couple month kind of gal. And so I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. And I will say, I think it's because of how spicy it was. I think I just like forgot that I was reading.
So here's the thing though. And I will say, I think it took some time to get to the spice. Like, I mean, we were like 45% of the way through the book. We were about halfway through the book before it got spicy. And once it got spicy and it stayed spicy. But like, I feel like it took a while to get there.
It did. It obviously the characters had to like get to know one another and get to that level. But like, again, once we got there, it was A, worth it, B, really good, and C, didn't leave. Yeah. So the spice was worth it.
So let's start from like the start of this book. Let's introduce our characters here. I forgot their names.
All right. So we have Rosa. I'm glad I remember. We have Rosalie. And we have Wells McCoy.
Okay. Yeah. So we meet Rosalie and we meet Kennedy, like the first, and Kennedy, her friend. So the book starts with like Rosalie and Kennedy writing a letter to Santa about their dream men. And we obviously, Rosalie is our like main character, our female main character. And I knew going into this book that this is going to be a series. First page, I go, next book's going to be about Kennedy. I know it. No, like I'm one page into this book and I know what the second book's going to be about. Yeah.
Right.
Immediately.
And I'm wondering if we already have been introduced briefly to the male as well.
Maybe.
Being, I think his name was Colin.
Yes.
AKA
yes.
Wells' best friend.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. 1,000% yes. Colin.
Foreshadow maybe?
Totally.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're right. Immediately, like right away, the book starts off by Kennedy and Rosalie manifesting or writing letters to Santa outlining what their dream men would be like. And they're thinking that these letters are going to be seen by no one. It's just for fun. Manifestation. I believe they said when you put it out into the universe, it's yours.
Yep.
And my first thought was, if we were to write a letter to Santa, what would we manifest?
Exactly everything my husband is. He's so perfect. I would
check that box.
I'd wish
box
for
check.
him. Listen, it would be interesting. I feel like this book, and I'm just going to say, like, from the start, it feels immediate Hallmark movie for me.
Yes.
Like, the scene, the fact that her, like, grandparents own the candy store, it all feels so very Hallmark. And so everything that she wished for is so, like, picture perfect in a man.
Yes. Like,
then,
book boyfriend.
Right. And then that, like, of course, that's what shows up.
Right. So she's this gal who works at Sullivan's Sweets, the, like, long-time family-run candy shop in this cute small town Mistletoe Falls. Okay, if that's not screaming Hallmark movie, I don't know what else will.
Right.
But I will say her wish list was darn good. It might be not very realistic, but it was a good list.
It was a good list.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
That sounds
I agree
great.
with Rosalie. You're onto something. That sounds like a great guy. Whatever you're right now here, perfect. I definitely felt the same way. I was like, you're going to get what you want, whatever. But I thought it was cute. Like, I enjoy that she worked at a candy shop. I thought that was sweet and a fun little touch. And it's her grandparents that run the shop. And I was like, this is cute. So in comes a neighboring business, moving into this forever abandoned or empty space next door to the sweets shop that she works in and her family owns. In comes Wells McCoy, the new owner of said building, to open his own bar. Wells just so happens to be every single thing on this list.
Just like fate.
Santa's magic, apparently. Right. You know what I liked? A lot of what she said, she'd be like, oh, my mistletoes, or like, it was all very like cheesy.
Yes.
In the best way. Like very holiday cheese.
Yeah.
And I liked it, you know.
It set the scene. Yeah.
It did. Now, Wells McCoy is an ex-professional hockey player.
I feel like that it just scratches a niche that so many people like, you know,
one
like
cute
that
icebreakers.
We were talking, we were talking a little bit about the book. We didn't talk too much about it. We were talking a little bit about it on stream, and I was like talking about what the book was about to like tell people about it in case they wanted to read it. Yeah. And somebody goes, hockey player, immediately downloading.
Right, exactly. Like
so,
there's, I mean, think about it. There's a lot of people who like, for some reason, there's like that whole genre of like hockey player romances.
It's so specifically hockey.
Right. There's F1 racing romances. Like there's a category for everyone. Yeah. Right. And so I think that was a way to like tickle the fancy of a lot of
hockey's a very popular one right now. For
exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
Exactly. So he's this ex-hockey player who had an injury, so he can't professionally play anymore. So I don't know. Immediately I'm like, drool. We know he's gonna be perfect. He off the bat though kept calling her like sugar and pet names, and for some reason I just got the ick from that. Like I don't love that nickname, and he was kind of like a sweet talker from the start. And that's not usually, I don't really like that, because I'm like, ugh, he's a player.
You
like
ick from it.
I'm getting kind of icked out by how much you keep calling her sugar. Like, ugh. I don't know about you yet. And I feel like he never spoke complete sentences. Am I the only one who picked up on that?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I will say, to your point with like him from right off the bat being like sweet talker, I think I think this is like touted as like an enemies to lover book.
Yes.
And I don't think in any way, shape, or form, like during this like initial enemy to lover, there was nothing about him that thought she was an enemy. Like it wasn't enemies to lover, it was like enemy to lover.
Right.
Because like he never didn't like her. Like I just felt like what he would buy the last muffin. Like that's not an enemy.
No, they just liked pissing each other. That was their way of flirting.
Flirtatious, yeah.
Right.
And it felt like he really liked her and was like flirting with her the whole time.
Yeah.
And then she really like initially didn't like him.
Right. I agree. But it was interesting because in their own perspectives, it was very easy to tell that both of them were like smitten from the start, right?
And I get to a point where I'm like, come on, you guys both. Let's just say it.
Right.
I know,
100%.
I'm just impatient.
It was like the enemies to lovers, forced proximity, I think, was in there because they work so close together, and like they're in a small town and they run into each other everywhere.
I think the forced proximity was more later on in the story when it's like the one bed thing. That too.
Yeah. I think there were a lot of different like book tropes that were
for sure
thrown in here, which I like because it does again scratch an itch for a lot of people. Yeah. I have my Kindle out in front of me.
So I will say, obviously he moves in next door. He is opening this bar called Well Plus Good. Is it Well Plus Good or Well and Good?
I think Well and Good. Like I'm well and good, but his name is Wells. So
he's opening this bar called Well and Good, and he walks into the candy shop one day. Don't remember why, but he was walking into the candy shop and he saw Rosalie getting in a very uncomfortable situation with her ex-boyfriend and his now fiance. And so he steps in, acts as the hero. Oh, hey, sweetie, like pretends to be her boyfriend in front of her ex-boyfriend so that he can help kind of like save her from the awkwardness of the situation, because her ex-boyfriend was being a jerk and you very obviously trying to make her feel like crap and like flaunting his new relationship in her face and just being a jerk. So Wells jumps in, hey, sweetie, blah, blah, blah. Like and immediately, like without even her saying anything, just pretends to be her boyfriend to try to help out. Which very sweet. Take it. I think further proves my point that like he never thought she was an enemy, you know, like he never had anything. It wasn't enemies to lovers, enemy to lover.
Right.
But I will say one of my bullet points for this whole book was as much as I disliked her ex-boyfriend, I really thought it was I really liked that he was there. I liked his presence. Yes. I liked that he was like that bad character. Like we needed a villain.
Yes.
And I liked him as the villain.
Yes. And I liked that it helped show like the possessive side.
Yes,
of Wells.
Absolutely.
Like
that's
exactly
what I was just going to
the dark side of him that came out, because he was like, no, she's mine. Like, she's mine. Yeah. I'm not going to let, he's her ex. He's obviously getting married, but like, no.
Totally.
Nope. You get away. And to me, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you get in there. What I didn't like was
you get in there.
was how mad she was at him for it. She was like, she yelled at him as soon as her ex-boyfriend left. She was like, what was that? And was mad at him, when I would have been like, swoon.
You've been like, thank you so much for doing that. Like, I know that's probably uncomfortable, but like, thank you for helping me get out of that awkward situation.
Right. You're actually my real boyfriend now. I hope you know.
I know.
Like, done.
Yeah.
But I feel like that also really set it up from there, because not only in that conversation did he save her from that awkward conversation, he also kind of like ended up convincing her to cater his engagement party. So we knew that there'd be a future run-in and future drama that happens, and we'd see them again.
Yes. Yeah.
And I liked that.
And it gave them a reason to continue fake dating.
Correct.
So all that to say, Wells and Rosalie make a deal and say, obviously your ex-boyfriend, Rosalie, thinks that we are dating, and we're going to have to put up this facade until this event.
Yep.
Until you cater your ex-boyfriend's engagement party. So we're going to have to keep up this facade. I will continue to, maintain this facade with you as long as you come to my family Christmas and pretend to be my girlfriend there as well.
Because I guess his family has been all over, like, when are you getting married? When are you having kids?
Yeah.
Yes. And the pressure of his parents and his siblings, who are all married with children, he just was dreading doing that. And he was like, I don't want the questions. I don't want to deal with it. So if I do this with you, you have to come with me and pretend to be my girlfriend for that, which it's just, this is so fun. So I'm like, this is so great. Like, I know exactly where this is going. I love every little bit of this.
Totally.
And so then it like kicks off, right? They're like, what's really funny to me is how straightforward they were with each other. Because if you're telling me I just met this guy and they're having conversations of like, so we have to like touch each other in public, and we have to like physically act like boyfriend and girlfriend. The way I would never say that directly to someone's face who I would was not with, I don't know. Like, they have a lot of guts for just being so straight up with each other on it. Yeah. Like, this, we're doing it. We got to go all in.
I think a part of it probably too, and if I was in that situation, would be like, I'd be much more comfortable saying that if it was someone that I actually really wanted to touch, Like, you could tell they both really wanted to. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like I'd be the opposite.
Where you'd be nervous.
I really like you, don't touch me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Versus if I didn't like them, I'd be more likely confident to act the part. Whereas if I really did like them, I'd be like, I'm going to mess this up. They're not going to like me. I don't know. I'd overthink it then if I
could see that.
Them.
Just different. Yeah. I don't think I'd handle it the same way as you. I think we'd handle it differently. Right. But it's never been in that situation before.
I kind of wish I had been.
That happens. There's really no change. They end up going together to like the town's Christmas festival. There's a Christmas festival in town, and they want to make a public appearance, and Wells's little brother and his fiance Or just girlfriend. I don't know. Girlfriend or fiance. Girlfriend.
Girlfriend, yep.
So not Brooks. Wells. Where the heck did that come from? Wells's brother and his girlfriend are there. So they're meeting up with Wells's brother because his brother was like, oh, I hear you got a girlfriend. Like, let's go to this market together. So they have one more thing that they're going to do together.
Yep.
And so they show up and that's like our first encounter of them like as a couple. And I think immediate, like easy. Like it seems like he's so sweet. Let's get chocolate. Let's get hot chocolate. Let's go shopping. Let's do, and like everything seemed.
They hit it off.
Without it. Like there was no awkwardness whatsoever.
Right. Like it was just easy.
Yeah.
To be together and like enjoyed being together and like talking to each other and enjoying like conversation. And he enjoyed seeing around this town that he's new to and she's been a part of forever. And they just really clicked right off the bat. And he ended up booking the carriage ride, like the horse-drawn carriage ride. 'Cause he was like, I don't know, it seemed kind of cool. And she was like, I've always wanted to do this, but I've been single and I've never wanted to go by myself. So I can't believe you actually booked that. And I feel like that was the moment, that carriage ride, when it was kind of like, oh, they like each other. Because no one's watching. Like they were in their own carriage. No one else was with them at that point in time. And they're like, no one's watching. We don't have to pretend right now. But they're like still, you know.
And then they still smooched.
And then they smooched in the carriage.
With no reason to like, no one watching.
Right.
Like no one watching, no reason to like put on a show. It was like a we like each other thing.
As they should. They should. They were having a great time. And I loved that. That, I think when I got to that part, that's when I had a hard time putting the Kindle down. I was like, I gotta keep reading
absolutely.
This.
Yes.
I'm into this.
And I think at that point we were like, I don't know, like 40% of the way through the book.
Yep. I would say, probably around there. Because after that, they went to his cabin, right? Or was the engagement party before that?
Nope, they go to Wells's. Yep, they go to Wells's family's cabin. And so they get there. And this was another point that I had in my notebook or in my little notes here was, so like, Wells family has this like cabin that they've been going to forever. And not only is it like a family cabin, but it's like the main family cabin. And then there's like a bunch of little cabins around it. So like as like the kids come for the holidays, they have their own space. They have their own cabin. They have their privacy. So it's like every couple, every family has their own little cabin. And then there's like the main cabin with like the mom and the dad and whatever.
Yes.
And then like grandma, grandpa, whatever. So like everybody got their own private little cabin. And I like, as soon as I found out that they were going to have their own private little cabin, I was like, oh, it's going down.
That was
it's
the moment
going
I knew.
Down. Yes. It's like, it's happening at the family cabin because prior to that, I was like, I don't know, but private cabin, I'm like, okay, yeah.
There's no way. Cause we already knew they had kissed each other and we already knew like they were very,
my face is red and I'm not even, we haven't even gotten to the part yet.
But we're getting there. We knew that they liked each other because with both perspectives, they had been talking about how attracted to each other they are and yada, yada, yada. And so we both knew that it wasn't like something unwanted. And I knew that I knew Rosalie wasn't going to be upset about having to share a one-bed cabin with him. I was like, she likes him. Like, I'm not concerned for anyone here.
No, she did make a comment. She was like, oh, we're sharing a bed?
Right.
And she like called it out, but you knew that she like kind of wanted to.
100%. Yeah. Like, you knew that she was good with it. So they're doing they hang out. She meets the family, right? And this was a big thing for Rosalie on her wish list. She really wanted a man who had a big family. And I loved how his mom specifically just like welcomed her right away and made her so comfortable and at home with them. And it seems like she got along super well with his family, which we got to see first. They spent time together. She watched Wells and his nieces and nephews like playing, and it was really sweet. And she was like, oh, he's like pretty perfect. Like, that's a big draw for me right here, is how close his family is. And we knew that that was something really important to her because she doesn't have siblings. So I loved that. I loved that came before anything else, was his mom welcoming her and them spending so much time together and her realizing like, wait, this is like a huge important factor for me in a partner. And I think that was very cool that was
absolutely, yeah,
explained.
And we got to like see his relationship with his nieces and nephews, and yeah, I think it, like you said, I think the like call out of the relationship with her mom was special, and I'm glad that we had that like moment.
Yes, absolutely. She was like, oh, hi, honey. I'm so glad you're here and we're able to make it. You know, she had bought his mom a special gift from the Christmas market that his mom really loved and like made her cry. So I really liked that little bonding moment they had. And I think obviously Wells appreciated it too, seeing her bond with his family and like thoroughly enjoy her time with them.
Right.
And then as the time winds down, they have to go back to the cabin to go to bed. But surprise, there's a hot tub.
Surprise. Yeah, we didn't hear about the hot tub until afterwards.
We didn't know there was a hot tub until they're in the cabin.
Nope.
Now there's a hot tub. And now we
know
that something's going to happen.
Right.
And boy, does it happen. I think something that I can, I would write Maren Moore. I always want to call her Maren Morris. That's a singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Maren Morris. Maren Moore, the author. I would love to write her a letter and tell her how much I appreciate how she does spice, because she does spice right. Multi-chapter long spice.
Multi-chapter long.
I'm like, talking a lot of chapters for like one event.
Like, right. One event.
That's
multi-chapter.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Teach a class to other authors on how to do that.
Because I feel like sometimes we might get like one spicy chapter or like half of a spicy chapter. And like we got multiple spicy chapters in a row.
We got multiple perspectives of the hot tub, but then multiple perspectives in other chapters of them exiting said hot tub, going into said cabin.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about, Maren.
Yes.
That is it. And I mean, not only is it long spice, it's good. Like, she knows how to write this stuff.
Yeah. I saw somewhere, I was reading some reviews after, and somebody said 2 out of 5 chili peppers. And I said, I don't get that. So for me, it was very spicy. Like it was spicy. I think what kind of made it feel different for me was that it wasn't like
dark.
Yeah, I think dark is the perfect word. I was going to say like niche, but like it wasn't like Lights Out where it was like masks. Correct. Or it wasn't like I don't know, some of the other more like dark romance
like
books.
A dark romance.
It was a fluffy Hallmark romance.
Yes.
Like it was as fluffy. He's calling her sugar. They have a candy shop. They're in a cabin. Whatever. It's like it's as fluffy as it could be, but it's
filthy.
Really spicy. It's filthy. Yeah.
It's filthy, dirty spice. Okay.
But like very fluffy.
Correct.
And so it was that like, it's like filthy and fluffy and all in the same.
I'm telling you, it was perfection. I just feel like she had a perfect image of this Wells character, and she committed. She committed to who he is, what he likes, and she made that very clear. And I feel like I see a lot of authors in spicy books just kind of throw a bunch of things together. We're saying a lot of the same things. There's a lot of buzzwords, keywords that we know, like you see a lot of the same phrasing and things over and over again. But I feel like Wells has his category. Like we know what he likes, right? Like she made that very clear. And I think that's cool because I feel like aside from the dark romance stuff, yes, that can get niche. It is niche. But I think Maren Moore did that in a very fluffy way with this very dirty human, not dirty human, but like dirty minded Wells.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
She did a great job with him. I'm just going to say that. She did a great job shaping this Wells.
A great job with him.
She did.
No, I agree. I really do. I will say, moving into these like scenes, I was so shocked that it was as filthy as it was.
Jaw on the floor.
Jaw
I
on the
literally
floor.
was
And
like, I couldn't stop reading.
To the point, though, where I was like, okay, I'm reading this. It's been so fluffy. It's been so Hallmark. I've been telling everybody to read this book because we're talking about it on the podcast. Yep. And then as I'm reading these scenes, I am in bed, beet red, thinking about the fact that everyone's going to be reading these going, Teddy and Mandi told me to read this.
Right.
Like everyone, it's like that kind of thing. And I think this is just me and like my embarrassment and I need to just like get over it. But it's like everyone's going to read that going, Teddy and Mandi read this.
Right. Right. Like yes. I don't know the right way to phrase it, but
yeah,
1,000,000%. I'm like, as soon as I realized we posted it to the podcast Instagram, I was like,
and then you're reading
this just got filthy.
I put this on the Instagram today.
Mom, don't read it. Mom, turn away now. You know what? I loved that dang book. And let me tell you something.
Yeah, it was good.
Let me tell you, that was one of the best spicy books I've read. Like, when it comes to spice, this book
was a good spice.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good, like, this is the right spice. This was really good. And I love caramel. Okay. That's another scene. It's
another scene. And we can get to that scene. Is that scene next?
So let's think about it.
So they leave the cabin.
They had a great.
They do cabin things. Cabin. They play.
You know what it reminds me of?
And go tubing and they do stuff.
Let me tell you though.
They do other stuff, but I was only interested in the stuff that happened in the hot tub.
Totally. Well, the hot tub scene. Listen, I was listening to the song "Honey" by Taylor Swift, and it was one of the like I don't know if it's like the bridge or whatever in "Honey" was word for word basically the hot tub scene, and every time I listen to it now, that's what I imagine. I go to the hot tub scene, they're kicking through the door out of the hot tub to get inside to the floor, whatever, and I'm like, that's exactly what Taylor Swift is singing about. This is made for this song. Like that chapter was made for Honey. So they finish up this little wonderful weekend and then they go back home. And I believe that's when Rosalie has to start preparing for the engagement party of her ex-boyfriend. And so she spends all day with Wells. Like Wells shows up, offers to help her. He knows she's stressed. She is baking and cooking and whatever, prepping all the candy alone for this engagement party. And he jumps in like the amazing man he is and says, let me help you. I have no clue what I'm doing, but like, just tell me what to do.
But I'm going to help.
Making caramel trees. They're making all these things and they love dirty banter. So they're all laughing about the caramel. Oh, what could we do with it?
Yeah.
You know? And so I'm like, yeah, I know what you want to do.
Okay. So they get into it with the caramel.
Yup.
I put
after
in my
the
notes,
engagement party.
Oh, was it after?
It was after because I was like, oh, sanitation.
That's true. So, okay. So he helps out.
Yes.
They end up making it in time to get everything over to the engagement party.
Yes.
I don't know how much this part I read through, but like the ex-boyfriend was a jerk and said he made like a comment.
Yes, keep going. You're good.
I don't know. He made some comment that like obviously was like extremely offensive.
So the whole thing, they got to the engagement party and she spent all day. I mean, stressed out about how much she needed to bring. And he had already filled tables with food. And so there was no place for her.
He was like, so just put it in the corner.
He just got
her
worked up. Right.
Yeah.
And so he basically was like, haha, sucks. Like you just spent your whole day doing this.
Right. I'm just playing you. I'm just doing everything I can to make you uncomfy. Yeah.
And then Wells was getting, possessive and mad about it to this guy's face. And so the ex-boyfriend said to Wells, like, oh, have fun with what you have. There's not much there. So, like, basically just said,
my leftovers or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was about Rosalie. And he was like, no, not okay. And that's when we really saw like the possessive and caring's not the word, like he sticks up for her, or like proud, like he's very proud of her, and he's very, very into her. That's what, and then after that, I felt like that lit the fire. Like Rosalie heard him say all that, and so she was like, that's my man.
Yeah.
Like, you tell him.
For
and
sure.
So that's when they were like, oh, we're going back to the candy shop now. You know?
Yeah.
That's how that started, I believe.
Okay.
So they go back to the candy shop and bring back out the caramels and bring back out all the fun stuff, but they're not baking this time.
And here's my thing. I literally wrote in my notes, caramel sounds miserable. I want none of that. I don't know. Sticky? I can't. I wrote caramel sounds miserable.
Okay.
I love caramel. But in that situation, I don't want caramel in that situation.
Here, I'm biting my tongue. Mom, I'm sorry. It sounded magical. Okay, they're in a candy shop. It's caramel. It sounds perfect. It sounds amazing. It sounds sticky and messy and fun as heck.
I think I don't know. Yeah, the sticky and messy, I was like,
oh my God, I was so into it. I was like, sugar, sweets, caramel candy shop. Absolutely, yes. Sticky mess, to an extent. There were some points in their little caramel moment that I was like, okay, that might be a little much, but like towards the end. But parts of it I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty sweet. I love caramel. I was just so into them together. In that moment I was like, this is so good. Like, they're so comfortable with each other. They're having so much fun. And I'm like, she might not be as like, you know what? No, he was a dirty talker, right? Like he
really was.
She threw it back to him quite a good bit. But to me, the fact that she was just having a blast with the caramel stuff too, I was like, you are just as into this as he is. Like, I could see they're on the same wavelength.
I think she was the whole time. She just wasn't as vocal about it, for sure. Right. Which I totally understand. Hi.
Like, I don't know how to say. She had a lot of guts to say some of the certain things that she did to this man, because like, props to her. I would have been like thrown up trying to get some of those words out, what they were saying. But yeah, that scene, I was like, oh, you two had me hooked on you. I love this. I don't remember what happened after that.
So after that, it turns out they end up going to Grandma and Grandpa's for Christmas.
That's what it was.
And they sit down, and Grandma and Grandpa are like, Graham and Gramps are like, we have a present for you. And so they leave this like present in front of the two of them, and Grams and Gramps walk away. Like, they leave the room. They're like, I think you guys need privacy for this. Like, okay. And
weird.
They open up the present, and it is 2 letters. It is the letter that we read at the beginning of the book, within the first couple of pages, where Rosalie is asking Santa for like her perfect man and describing her perfect man. So that letter is in there. There's a second letter in there, which is a letter that Wells wrote to the building owner who owned that like abandoned building next to the candy shop, in trying to convince them to let him buy the shop. Yes. And so we learn a lot about him here. And it's, my name is Wells. This is my story. I used to be a professional hockey player. I have been injured and I can't play anymore. And I'm basically like, my family's close. So it's important for me to be here in Mistletoe Falls because my family's close. But I really am seeking a sense of like purpose post, hockey. And I am looking to like start my life anew, and basically just like pouring his heart out to these like building owners because he knew that it was going to be a little bit competitive to get the building. And so we learn all of this about him, and what this teaches us is that his grandparents owned the building. Her grandparents, Rosalie's grandparents, owned the building next door. got the letter from Wells, chose him, and like approved him to buy the building, and in the same vein was like, we're gonna set these two up.
Yes.
Because they had also read her letter. So the grandparents had taken both Wells's letter and Rosalie's letter and had kept them this whole time. And I thought that was so cute.
It is super cute.
I loved that like mystery twist at the end that like we didn't see coming.
Right. That like they knew basically all along.
Right. Like the whole point of like the tension at the start of the book was like, you stole my letter. No, I didn't steal your letter. You ate my muffin. Okay, deal with it. Like it was just like this, like, and it was a mystery, but then we got over it, you know, like you stole my letter, whatever. No, I didn't.
Like it stopped mattering.
And then it turned into this, like, it stopped mattering. Yeah, right. Because they like started falling in love. They like really liked each other. It didn't matter where the letter went. Like whatever. It doesn't really, I don't care if you took my letter or not, whatever. And then like we find out that it was the grandparents in the end. And I thought that was like a really sweet like twist and a really cute way to like wrap it up.
Yes, I totally agree. And I like it 'cause it ties in the fate of them just like wanting to find, like she wanted to find her perfect man. He wanted to find a sense of purpose, home, right? And so they were both looking for something, and twist of fate like brought them literally next door to each other. Grandma and Grandpa said, we're setting them up, like we're doing this. And I just absolutely loved that. And I just think it was so meaningful because we had such a special like moment with time with like Wells's family. And so I think Rosalie's grandparents having like that big of a play in the relationship was really important to get to.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are so cute.
Because I feel like we didn't get enough of them. And so I liked that they came back in the end.
Yes, absolutely.
So after that, basically the book's over. And they decide, we really like each other. This isn't a fake relationship. I like you. You like me. Let's continue this thing. Let's stay
you're
together.
Mine, we're doing this.
And then the epilogue comes. And the epilogue, I don't really remember. I know she moved in with him. She moved into the farmhouse.
Yep. She moved into the house and they had been together. And she said every single day she like falls in love with him more and more. And they're still perfect. Everything's great. Like he's constantly surprising her. They're super happy. And so with that, Wells proposes to her.
That's right.
And they get engaged. And they're like, she says to him, I don't care what, when, where, I will marry you right now. And like, we can get, like in this moment, we can get married. I don't need a big fancy thing. I just want to marry you. And I guess her grandma, her best friend were in on the surprise and picking out the ring. And I just thought it was really sweet. That ending made me so happy. And I'm very, very glad that they never had okay, this is going to be over. This is just fake. So like they never got mad at each other or question each other on it, you know?
So here, this was my final point in the book. And this was like, the book's over. I had two favorite things about the book, like two of my favorite things. One, I loved the like fluffiness and the filthiness. Like I loved the is juxtaposition the right word, where it's like super fluffy but it's super filthy. Like I loved the meshing of like fire and ice there. So that was one of my favorite things, was just how like what. And then my second favorite thing was that there was no third act breakup. And that's what like it's called when it's like, oh well, we're gonna break up, and then we get a couple chapters of them being apart and missing each other and then coming back together. And I despise a third act breakup. Like I literally dread the third act breakup. And I wrote that in these notes, that there was no third act breakup, and that made me so happy. Like I liked the book so much more because they didn't have that. And I keep thinking, like, I've always said in my life, like, I want to write a book, and maybe one day I'll write a filthy, fluffy book. Who knows? But I know for a fact, if I write a book and there's romance in it, I do not want to have a third act breakup, and I want to find a way to add turmoil to the story that isn't a breakup, a miscommunication,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Unsure.
Right. I don't
lack
like
of clarity.
I like a story like this where there isn't the third act breakup and that turmoil, that action, that like that build up is about something other than like the relationship falling apart.
Yes, I 1,000,000% agree. There's a book in another series that I read in like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series where that does happen, and it makes me so mad. I'm like, I'm wasting time reading this. I know you're going to get back together. This is just a waste of time. Like, I would rather spend my time reading more Spice and like more about you two, like knowing you have feelings for each other and just like acting upon them. What I loved is both of them knew that they had feelings, but they never second guessed. Like, there was one moment, and I got a little nervous, where Rosalie was like, I think he's just in it for the physical part right now. Like, I think that's why he obviously likes it. And I was like, don't go there. He likes you. Don't go there. Let's not blow this all up. Let's not do that. We know you guys like each other. Don't do it. And I'm so happy that we never had to go through that. They just knew in their minds that they liked each other and just kept going. They were like, I don't want this to end, but like, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And I'm glad that they did. So I definitely appreciated that in this book too. I feel like our takeaways are the exact same. And I did not expect to like this book as much as I did.
Same.
I honestly love this book.
It was simultaneously like I feel like I had so many visceral reactions in this where I was like laughing at how cheesy it was. I was like, oh my God, could this be any cheesier?
Yes.
And then I was like, oh my God, could this be any spicier? Like, I feel like I had so many visceral reactions of like, oh my God, rolling my eyes.
Right.
And then
like,
oh my God,
halls.
like blushing.
Yes.
Like it pulled a lot of emotion out of me. Not emotion, but it pulled a lot of like reaction out of me. More than I had expected. So
absolutely
big fan.
Huge fan.
And I'm really excited to read future books. Like, we know this is a series. I'm excited to read more in the future.
Fantastic. Like Maren Moore, I feel like I need to look into more of her books because I absolutely love what she did with this one.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was like, and it was one of my quickest reads because of how good this book was. Like, I did not want to stop reading it. And again, yes, if you're not into spicy books, you might not feel that way. Like, you may disagree, but I was able to cruise through it because I was having so much fun. Like, to your point, so many emotions of excitement and the spice and the filth, but then she loves his parents. Like, it was such a good pull at so many different reactions, but you never had the like anger or except for the ex-boyfriend guy, but that was perfect.
Right.
So we needed the antagonist, right? We needed that. I think that's what they're called. The villain, whatever, the bad guy. I don't know. I need to look into her other books because this one was thoroughly enjoyed.
It absolutely was. Yeah.
So I'm very glad that this one was recommended to us. And it was a great holiday read. It was very fun. But I'm like, I don't think I can read another holiday book because I don't know if anything's going to top that for me.
I know, that was really good.
I don't think anything's going to top it for me right now.
Agree.
One and done.
I will say, so that's I think that wrapping up our book review. So
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I really liked it. Yeah.
5 out of 5.
I will say I still have I feel like I'm kind of like getting out of my reading slump right now. I feel like I'm kind of coming back into like a reading like uptick for me because I go through waves of like reading a lot and not reading.
Yep.
And I think to help clear my mind, instead of starting any new books, I have a TBF list, meaning to be finished list.
Yep.
Because I have so many books that I am in the middle of and want to finish. So I have this list here. The Enchanted Greenhouse, which is the sequel to The Spell Shop.
Yes.
I want to finish What the River Knows, which is the sequel to What the River Knows. No. I read What the River Knows. I want to finish What the Library Hides, which is the sequel to the first one. And it's like a romance, like ancient Egypt, like archaeology type of book. And I've loved them, but I haven't finished the sequel yet. I want to finish Brimstone, which is the sequel to Quicksilver. And I want to finish Powerless, which is the first book in a series that's like super popular.
I've heard of that one.
I still need to finish Kingdom of Ash because I've been putting that off for like over a year because I don't want the series to end. And then I've also, and I heard you talk about this, and I'm partially through this book. I'm like, I don't know, not even a quarter of the way in, into The Housemaid.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to finish the Housemaid book before I see the movie. And I do think I want to see the movie because it's got Amanda Seyfried and
Sydney Sweeney
in it. So I also want to finish that. So I think The Housemaid is going to be like number one priority for me because I know that movie comes out, I think, this week.
Tomorrow. So the 18th. It comes out December 18th.
So I'm like, I want to finish that before I see the movie. And I do think I want to go see the movie. So that's on my list. I have the book literally right here on my desk. So that's my to be finished list because I'm going to go through an era right now of finishing books that I have started, and then I can get them like off of my shelf. They're like sitting on my shelf in my like read these area, and then I can put them into like storage. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea just to like keep cruising after that. I think that's super smart. But yeah, I would read the rest of The Housemaid. Movie comes out tomorrow, so you could see it over the weekend or over the long break, right? So I would definitely do that. I think that's a great idea. I have Lights Out still on my nightstand. I need to finish that. So I think I feel like that's like a good one to follow up. Well, like finish after this book. Yeah, like it needs to be something spicy.
You still have the spice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need something spicy because otherwise I'm not going to be interested after that book. What I'm kind of freaking out over right now is Maren Moore has a lot of books.
Does she?
23.
This is goodness.
Bad news bears for us, okay? And there's more holiday books. Baseball book. A whole series about hockey. A nanny book. So there's a lot.
Okay, love this for us.
And I will say that this book, So Better Not Pout, is her highest rated book on Goodreads. And there's a bunch of series actually is what I'm seeing. This is her highest rated one. But then there are some other ones that, I mean, they all look pretty good to me. But they've all been in the past like couple of years, 2021, 2023, 2024. Okay. So might have some reading to do, but you're right. I think going through the books I haven't finished or the books on my bookshelf that I haven't picked up should be first order of business because there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones on there that deserve the energy. Yep,
that's what I'm going to do too. And you have a lot. Yeah, you have a lot on your shelves that you have to read. I have a lot on my shelves that I need to finish. So we need to start chipping away at what we have. Yeah.
I know. But this one, I am really glad that we got a holiday themed book in. I think that was like
me too.
Super fun. Just a really lighthearted, easy read. So for anyone still listening who might be interested after we just spoiled the whole book, but you haven't read it yet, you should go pick it up and read it before,
really good.
You know, during the holiday season. Yeah. You might know the whole plot.
If you're anything like me and like knowing what's going to happen, there you go.
There you go. If you like reading the last chapter of a book first so you know how it ends, then do it. Yeah. But I mean, with these kind of books, like we go into it knowing what's going to happen, right? Like, who are we kidding? We know that the outcome's going to be
together.
We're just telling you the spice is worth it. So if that's what you're looking for, do it. You'll enjoy it, I promise. But yeah, so great recommendation. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Absolutely loved that book.
It was great.
I don't know if I've ever thought that about a book either. So I'm glad we did it. Glad we did it.
Okay, before we wrap up, I have one final question for you, holiday themed.
Ooh, okay.
If you could get any gift in the world, like no price, like just any gift, what would, like, top of your mind, what would your gift be?
This is like asking you got to ask a genie for, like, if you had one wish.
I know, but like a gift, like a holiday gift, you know? Like we talked about it today in stream a little bit, and I was trying to like ponder, and a lot of people were like, pay off my house, pay off my debt, da-da-da. But like, I'm thinking like a physical gift, you know, if somebody's gonna like get you like a physical gift, and it's not like a house, but it's like a gift, what would that be for you? Now, I don't have an answer. I don't have one. But
it's tough because,
and it doesn't have to be like the most expensive thing, but like,
right. Well, right, like, now,
would it today be the pink and red dragon from Jellycat?
I want that dragon so dang bad. I literally sent it to my husband like 4 times, and I was like, hey, my birthday's coming up. Hey, Christmas is next week. Hey, Valentine's Day is in like 2 months. He didn't order it. I doubt it. No, I don't know, because I feel like you and I are kind of similar, where we could think of a lot of good like gift ideas for ourselves, but they're small things. Like, they're probably small.
Yeah.
Like, we could put stickers. We could put like a lot of games that we like or things like that. I mean, obviously, I'd say like a Switch 2 would be awesome, because I'm saving up
Switch
for one.
Switch 2 is a good one. That
would be like a good one, but that's not like special. It's special because it would introduce me to Pokopia.
This doesn't have to be like a super deep question, but somebody asked that today, and it was like, if you could get any gift with no like price limit, what would it be? And then I had to be like, okay, I'm thinking like gift, but
I mean, considering the fact that I bulldozed my trash cans, like a new car would be kind of cool. Like, you know, when people walk out and they have that big red bow on a car, like, I've never had that happen, but like, that would be pretty awesome.
You want to know what I think? If I had to ask right now, I think my gift would be a trip to Paris with you to get like matching Louise Carmen's. Wouldn't that be cute? Like, not that I don't know that I want a Louise Carmen, but like a trip to Paris where we could go to the Louise Carmen store and we could get those like the bands, like the rubber bands. I think that would be cute. That would be, I think, my ideal Christmas gift right now. Now, does anybody want to buy us flights to Paris?
I'm really emotional because that was a really beautiful answer.
I think that's a fun gift.
That's my dream. You know what? Double down. I second that.
Just like Rosalie manifested the man. Like, let's manifest that somehow. Or write it into existence.
Nothing. I mean, nothing would be better than a trip to do that and just do things you love with like your best friend. Nothing beats like over any physical thing. I'm going to get really freaking emotional here. I got to calm down. Time with your best friend is like one of those things that your answer was really sweet. I can't even stop thinking about it. I just didn't expect you to say that. It's just time with like your best friend is so irreplaceable that it's so true. Like, a 10 out of 10 times, don't get me a present for the rest of my life. Like, what is a Jellycat dragon? Right. I don't know. I'd sell all my dragons if that meant I got to spend time with you. So you're absolutely right. It could be, I'm sitting around, it would be like a pen, maybe. Nothing special. Like, there's nothing like so special. It's such a good question, but like, what is it? And then you have my daughter who's been asking for the Spider-Man bubble boat pirate ship since June. That to her, it's on her what she's most thankful for. Like, no, everyone has a thing.
1,000%. Like, when I was a child, I remember like my Nintendo DS. The Christmas I got a Nintendo DS was like the coolest Christmas for me. Like, that's the highlight Christmas for me growing up, was getting my Nintendo DS. And so like I get it. Like, the Spider-Man bubble boat, pirate boat, like,
she's gonna scream.
It's gonna,
But like, you're right. There's things that would make anyone happy. Like, I'm sure there's things like, I don't know, I'm sure my husband got me something that'll make me be like, oh, this is cool. Like, thank you. You know, like, whatever. We're very easy to please people, I feel. Mm-hmm. But that's a hard question. Like, what's if you could get anything?
I know.
You know what? Probably if it had to be a tangible thing. Now, don't take this the wrong way because your answer is so special. Like, I too promise you. That is like all I want in this world.
I know. I said like a thing, and mine was like a trip and a thing.
Yeah.
Because like those Louise Carmen journals are like $300.
They're a couple $100 bucks.
So expensive. So that was kind of like my like expensive, but that's also like a plane ticket, but like also time. So mine was kind of like a cheating answer anyway.
But like that's so fun because then it's like an event. Like you spend hours in the store putting those together.
Right.
If it had to be a thing, it might be like a really nice coffee machine because I've been asking for that for about 5 years now. And I have an Nespresso. I have a good coffee machine, but like one like yours. I want fresh beans. I'm sick of pods and they're just not cheap. And, you know, I don't know how you get one of those. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I feel like if there was anything, I'm totally lying right now. I have a long list. My mom was like, you asked for a lot. And I'm like, well, yeah, but no one gets me a coffee machine. I just got to put it on there because like,
it's just in case.
It's just in case you feel like it. Maybe you won the lottery this year and you want to buy me a coffee machine. I don't know. Who knows? I got to put it on there.
You never know.
If there was one thing, it'd be a coffee machine so I can stop freaking putting it on my list. You know, I don't expect to get that, but, gosh, I love the holidays. I really do. And let me tell you, you know what I did? My husband, I hope he didn't listen to that whole book review anyways, but if he's still listening, stop now. That sweater I got him, I'm so stinking excited for him to open it that yes, I am going to hide the present and be like, oh, I forgot one. But today I bought the biggest red bow to put on top of the box because I'm trying to make it like really special.
This is he's like, what'd you forget? Gift.
This is it. So I bought a huge red bow for that sweater and I bought a huge red bow for the Spidey pirate ship.
Perfect.
And both of them are going to have their special gifts. And I know that I'm really excited to watch them open it because that's like
I hope you get a gift with a big red bow too.
I'll try. You know what? You can put a big red bow on your head and that's my gift because you talking to me and you saying something so sweet to me. That's my gift. She's easy to please. She's really easy to please. Well, Teddy and everyone listening, I think, is that all we have before the holidays? Is that the end of our little festive get? Well,
it is.
I hope
traveling. Yeah, I'm traveling for the holidays, so we're going to have so much fun, and we're going to have a lot to talk about when we get back. So we will not have an episode next week because it is Christmas. I'll be traveling.
You'll be out of town.
I'll be out of town. You're going to be busy. So we, similarly to like Thanksgiving, we will not have an episode the week of Christmas, but we will be back the following week.
Correct. And so with that, we are wishing everybody a happy holiday season. We hope that you get everything you could ever want, even if it is just a call from your best friend or a loved one. So
or a trip to Paris.
Or a trip to Paris with your best friend to go pick out a multi-$100 Louise Carmen journal, because I know we're not getting that. But you know what?
But a girl can dream.
May you have a wonderful holiday season. And with that, we will see you in a few weeks, friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye.